Okay, I got this beautiful wool fabric from my mother-in-law from the thrifting store. I still even have the price here. The price in Swedish, 60 crowns. So that actually is the leftover. It's the second time I'm gonna use this fabric now because I use this fabric to make a corset like last year. I don't remember anymore, but it's wool. It's something, it's some wool on this I can feel, but since I don't have the information, I don't know how much wool it's on this fabric, but looks expensive. It's very like medium weight, let's say, like that. And since it's winter and it's very cold in Norway, I really want to make a dress that I can use with like some sweater under, like kind of pinafore dress, right? So I'm gonna use the same pattern from my brown dress from this website, Fiber Mood. So it's the same pattern I use for the brown dress. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna modify the front. I'm just gonna modify the front because I want to be able to use with shirt or sweater under. So I'm just gonna do like this. And here I'm gonna connect, but I'm not gonna go so deep in the back, otherwise the stripe can fall all the time while I'm wearing the dress. So just a little bit I'm gonna connect. So what I did, I just gonna go down here, and this has to be the same as here. So this is the only modification I'm gonna do in the pattern. I think it's easy to understand, right? So in front here, how much low you want, and here. Okay, maybe it's easy if I show you the picture for my inspiration. Not this, the draw I made. So this is the draw I made, because suppose I have like a shirt or a turtleneck sweater under this dress, so that's what I want. And my idea is to have like this what is this called, tutu, like this kind of under here, just to make the dress a little bit more fun. So I'm not sure yet about this, so let's see how I'm gonna do. So now I'm gonna cut the pattern. I'll do the modification on my real pattern, and I'm going to already cut the pattern into my fabric. So I'm gonna have a pocket on this dress, and then what I do like this with my hands, and I would do just around my hands, right? It is. And then I'll take and do like this. So the blue line is my pocket. And of course you need to add seam allowance. But of course make sure your hands go, you have space for your hands to go in and out. And of course try it in another fabric before you make in your actually dress, because this method maybe doesn't work for everyone, but it works for me. So because your hands goes down to the dress, so you need space here to take your hands out, right? Okay, as you see, here is the actual pattern, okay, the original, the big one. So I did that modification that I talked about here, and I added the seam allowance. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here and cut on my fabric. And I also forget to mention the lining. I'm gonna have a look, and I believe I'm gonna cut the same size, the same pattern for the front. Is going to be the same pattern for the lining. So I also went ahead and I cut the back piece on my main fabric, this one, and then I'm gonna show you how I did the back. First I thought I'm gonna go a little bit very low here in this in the back, but then I thought maybe not a good idea, because and then the how call this, the stripes at the shoulder could fall. It's quite annoying when you're wearing a cloth and the stripes fall all the time while you're wearing it. So I didn't went so deep, so 1.5 inches looks like, around 5 centimeter, yeah. And now I'm gonna cut on my lining, okay. And my lining is actually from the Red Cross in Sweden. I paid 20 crowns, so it's 100% cotton. It's very cute. So I did cut the lining, and the lining is almost the same length as the on my front fabric. Let me tell you, it's about 12 centimeters shorter, because I don't want the line to show when I'm wearing the dress. Of course not, could be a little bit longer, maybe I went too short, but yeah, I think it's gonna work for me, because I measure and I want the hemming here to be very like big. So, and then I'm gonna do the hem here very small one, and then probably it's gonna be only like this without the lining. So it's going to be good, I believe. So I went to my sewing machine and I sewed the darts in all pieces, that it's the line and the main fabric. And now it's time to give it a very good iron. It's very important to iron the darts when the clothes has it, because you look much better. And I don't know why they say it's good to have like a wood to press when you iron fabric that contains wool. So I don't have the properly wood piece here. So I just found this small wood that is actually my phone stand. And I was pressing there, but actually works. So I'm happy with that. So I went to my overlock machine. I changed the threads and I put matching threads for my fabric. And I overlock all my pattern pieces, included the straight line from the pockets, because that's going to be a little bit visible for inside out. But around the pocket, have a plan to use bias to cover around it. And of course, I also overlock my lining pieces. And now it's time to sew the pocket first. And for that, to find out where I'm gonna place the pocket, I just took the front piece of the dress in front of my body, and I kind of calculate where I want the pocket to be. So I'm just gonna pin the pocket on my front pattern, from the left and from this right side, and I'm gonna also pin and sew the pocket on the back pattern. So just on that straight line, I'm gonna use my 1 centimeter seam allowance and leave like that, because before we start to put the patterns together. So now it's time to sew the dress. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start from the back, this time because the back has the zipper, so I want to start from the hardest for me. So I'm gonna just put right sides together in the back, and I'm gonna sew the back until it's gonna start the zipper, right? But before, I need to figure it out what kind of zipper I'm gonna use. So to be honest, I don't have an invisible zipper on my studio. What I have, it's a full bucket full of zippers that I used to get from the thrifting store. Some of them I got from my mother-in-law. Most of them are vintage. So I found this black one that I believe that is vintage from the paper there. So it's not an invisible zipper. I don't know, to be honest, what kind of zipper is that. It's half away from a normal zipper, from an invisible zipper. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to just check where I'm gonna stop my seam from the back. So I'm just gonna mark there when where I'm gonna think I'm gonna sew the zipper, okay? And then I'm gonna sew there at the back 1 centimeter. So I sew there at the back, leaving the space for the zipper. And then I'm gonna give it a very good iron, and I'm gonna place the zipper. And that's it, like magic. So the zipper look like that. So it's not a visible zipper. I'm just like iron the way that it's going to look like a visible zipper. So, and I hope it's going to work. And I'm gonna give a very good iron and start to place the fabric, the lining on top, so we start to close there at the back. So now it's time to sew the lining on the main fabric, and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna sew the back exactly like I did with the main fabric. I'm gonna pin where the zipper stops, and then I'm gonna close from there down to the bottom. So I think it's going to work. If you watching this video and you have like a better idea how I could do this, so please write the comments, because I'm not like a professional. So I never study or anything. What I do, I'm just like think maybe it's the right way to do it. So, but it was quite hard. So let me know if I'm doing it right or not. So anyway, I sew down there and I iron. And now I'm gonna sew at the neckline at the back, and I'm gonna leave the stripes open, okay? And then I'm gonna also sew it at the zipper, and I'll be very careful to not sew on the teeth, although it's gonna be hard to open and close the dress there. So I sew there at the arm and the neckline and at the zipper. And now it's time to cut there at the arm, just when you iron it's gonna not look so bulky. And I also left like around 2 centimeters at the back because my machine couldn't sew until the end, so I guess I need to turn on the dress inside out and see if I can get sew very close from there. So what I'm doing here, I'm turning the dress now, okay? You have to be careful, just cut the excess of fabrics you may have, and I'm gonna give it a very good iron. I did it off camera. I'm trying to save minutes for the video not be so long. So, but I still have like 1.5 centimeters from the lining open there at the zipper, because I sewed the line with the zipper open and my machine didn't went until till there. So I think my plan now is to close the zipper, turn on the dress at the wrong side, and sew there. And here in the corner I'm gonna put like a hook after, just to be like better when closing the zipper. Look, it's still open there. So I look so pretty with the flower lining. I'm very happy with that. So yes, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn the dress and see how I'm gonna sew there. Looks too strange here. So what I'm gonna do is there needs to be sew here, just right there. I can't pass. I think some people do just leave because it's a lining, right? But I feel like strange to leave this hole there in the line at the back. So it's just like 1.5 centimeters, I believe. I'm just gonna sew right here. Yeah, so that's done. Looks beautiful. Here's the back and the zipper, and it's open there. Now I'm gonna work with the front piece. So here's the front piece, right? The pocket is here. Well, I sewed the darts, overlock at the side seams, and yeah, now I'm gonna get the front pattern piece for the lining. I'm just gonna put on top and right sides together, and very close and match the corners, and sew the armhole and the neckline, and leave it open up at the shoulders. And after I sew, I'm just gonna give like small clips around the corners, because and then when you turn the dress and iron it, it's going to look very nice. And be careful to not cut the seams like I did, so I have to actually to come back and start over again. So now that we have cut everything, and the front piece, the front patterns piece of the dress, it's still on the wrong side, and the back of the dress, it's at the right side, right? So that's why we didn't sew up there, because now we have to connect the front and the back piece at the shoulders. So for that, I don't know if I explained it properly. It's better if you, I hope I did a good video. So I'm just gonna use like a pin to connect, to insert the front shoulder, the shoulder from the back dress inside the stripe of the front of the dress. It's so weird to explain in words what you're doing. I never thought it'd be so hard. So just pay attention that it's the lining fabric matches the lining fabric, and the back and the front fabric matches the front fabric at the back. So, and it looks like this, very straight and clean, no bulky. So pin and sew there at your seam allowance. Mine is 1 centimeter, and cut at the corners or in the excess of the fabric. And don't forget to sew here, because that's going to help the line to not show when you're wearing the dress, okay? And then when you turn the dress, you need to give it a very good iron. And one thing I should have done, and I completely forgot, is if you see the stripes, they're a bit curved, right? You can actually do the stripes a little bit more straight there when they where they match, because where they are meeting there, because it's gonna be your life easier when sewing, doing this process to insert one inside the other one. So anyway, it's time to sew at the side seams, and for that we're going to match the side seams there under the arm pinch. So very pay attention for this, because and pin and sew at 1 centimeter. And also now you have to go around the pocket in the main fabric. Okay, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do. So you can start sewing from the lining, and then you're gonna pass under the arms, and then we can just continue and pin around the pocket and down. So and pay attention for the corners. So after sewing the side seams and around the corner will look like this. So I cut off the excess of fabric, and I'm gonna cover it with bias tape to look very cute and well made inside the pockets. So I'm gonna do at the both sides, just for you to show you how it looks at the back when iron the side seams. I'm very happy with the quality inside of this dress. And I also going ahead and make the hemming from the lining and the hemming for the dress. So in this case you can do what hemming do you want. I did the normal hemming in my lining, and I did the invisible hemming on my dress, because I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna use the tulle down there or not. So my dress is done. It's so quickly and sewing and looks so cute, very basic, like a line dress. There is the pocket, but I decide to use this tulle. I have this soft tulle, black tulle that I got from a friend, and I really want to use everything I have in my sewing room right now. I feel like I need to use the stash I have. So I'm just go and cut 5 centimeter, a lot of stripes from this tool, and my plan is to bring to my vintage sewing machine everything and gather. I have a gather foot there on my vintage sewing machine, and then I'm just gonna gather everything. And here it's me. I'm playing a little bit with this tool. I got some pieces. I cut some pieces of tool that looks like a half moon, for example, half circle. And I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna play more with my dress, because I think it's way too basic for me. So yeah, I think it's fun. And to be honest with you, I'm not loving put on the tulle at the shoulders of the dress. Getting annoyed about that. So I grabbed actually a shirt that I have now for, I don't know, probably 11 years. And I decided to sew on the tulle at the shoulders in this old shirt, because I thought it would look cute to use the shirt under the dress. So anyway, I'm gonna pin one more time because I removed I didn't like. I was thinking maybe I'm not gonna sew the ruffles there, but I decided I'll do anyway. So I'm gonna sew the ruffles there out of camera, and I think the dress is done and it's so cute. I'm very happy with the results. The dress, of course, already looks very cute without all this tulle stuff. It's just a basic dress that I believe everyone should have. You can thrift maybe old clothes and make your own. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any ideas for upcoming dresses, so let me know at the comments, and see you next time. So as you see, the dress is done and looks super cute. I went to the opera with the dress and I was very happy, super comfortable and warm and cozy. Thank you for watching.